Hey there, Dawn Greenfield from yogaborn.com, and I'm really excited to share my love and my passion for your feet, for my feet. It's something I focus on every day, and so I'm putting together some of this video time for you to benefit from this. So with that, I want to invite you to just feel comfortable to sit with your feet on the ground to support your back so you're not hunched over, because you want to keep the integrity of your spine, and just take a few breaths to feel your feet on the ground. So this is a quiet moment. Breathe in and out. This is just scratching the surface of where we're about to go. So I always want to be clear that you give yourself the opportunity to turn in. That's a huge part of the practice. For me, just slow it down and get very established in what it is that I need today. And so as I'm meeting lots and lots of people, so many, their feet are hurting them. And this practice is helping them. So I want to invite you to come on up into standing. And now to feel the weight into your feet. So I like to stand my feet so they line up. The center of the ankles line up with the center of the thighs, and it's just a nice place to stand. Also, the outer edges of my feet, they're parallel to each other. So I've got my yoga mat here as a nice guide. Nice parallel lines from the outer edges of the mat to the outer edges of the feet. And just take a nice breath in and out. Now notice if you roll into your feet or you roll out to your feet. So that in itself is a nice little bit of an exercise to stabilize the ankles. So it's subtle, but notice how that feels. And then feel the four corners of the feet. So I'm just going to show you here. Big toe bone mound, pinky toe bone mound, inner edge of the heel, outer edge of the heel. So you want to try rooting down into those four corners and then allow them to just melt into the ground. And take a nice breath in and out. And then from there, allow for your feet to take a wider stance, as wide as it feels right for you. Take a nice big breath in and out, and then maybe let the toes lift up off of the ground as the legs draw in, so that's going to be really safe. Let the toes lift and then lower, and be sure your toes aren't like talons on the ground. Lift up, let them separate, let them come back down. All right, and then start to just heel toe the feet in, heel toe, okay? And now go ahead and squeeze the legs in at each other and stretch the arms up high. So as we open the feet, we can breathe bigger, better breaths. Stretch up really tall, breathe in and out, and then a little lean to the side as you push down into your feet. Come on into center, and then over to the second side. Only as far over as it feels good for you as you root into your feet. And then let the arms soften. And then again, stretch the arms up, and we're going to add on here. So start to lift the heels just as high as you want to lift. Feel the stimulation in the feet, and if you need to come down immediately, come down. If you can stay up a little bit, or up a little more, or all the way, go for it. So you're meeting yourself at your most authentic, what feels the best for you, okay, and then lower down, and then go ahead and step the feet wide again. And this time I want to invite you into a fold. So I like a bend into the knees, and then just a little bit of a rock from one side to the other. Okay, and now notice I'm trying to keep my spine nice and long, so my feet is pressing back and my heart is stretching forward. Okay, and then do that one more time to each side. Really nice stretch, lifting the toes, lowering the toes. Come into center. With your hands on the floor, give a lift of your heels off the floor, and then come on down. And lift the heels again, and come on down. And then one more time, just lift the heels up, come on down, and then start to heel toe the feet in. I like a bend into the knees. Over the years, that's made my back of my legs, hamstrings, and my low back much happier. So from here, take a nice breath in and out. Start to bend the knees and sink low. Heels are lifting as my feet sinks low. So you may be here, your hands may walk back, your hands may be on your thighs. But I want you to notice what your feet do to grip at the mat or the earth and then soften. So notice the balancing act. Legs are hugging in a little bit. Notice the feet, how they're working here. Okay, and then let the hands touch the ground. Heels start to root to the floor. Stretch yourself out. Long in the legs, heavy in the head. And then just come all the way up. Steady breath helps you to raise the arms up to the sky and then lower. Okay, so I want to invite you to come to the front of your mat. Stretch the arms up as you breathe on the inhale, and then just go ahead. Come on down forward, hands touch the ground. Hands come to the outside of the feet as you step one foot far back. And then lift the hips and let your feet pull at each other. Okay? And then let the knee come on down. Breathe in and out. And then maybe you crawl the foot back some more. So your pose may not look exactly like mine. I'm just a guide. Your body is your teacher. It's going to tell you exactly what's right for you. And then from there, lift the knee and spin the heel to the ground. Hands are going to come to the inside of the foot. So I'm up on my fingertips just due to injury that I've had over the years to my wrists and shoulders. I'm trying to soften the heart and pull the feet at each other. And then from here, I want to pick up my toes and then soften the toes. If you're feeling ambitious, maybe bend the elbows so your heart melts more to the ground. Another option, lift the heel up, front heel, off the floor. All right, bring the heel down, walk the hands forward, lift the back heel, step the foot forward, hands onto the thighs, stretch yourself forward, and then just go ahead and fold. Be sure that you're breathing. We're going to go right over to the second side, but if you feel in real time that you need to take a break, take a break. Big breath in and out, lifting the hips so there's a lofty feeling in the legs that really gets you a good juicy strengthening in the hips to support the back. Okay, and then from there, sink the knee down, breathe in and out, and then maybe you crawl your foot back a little bit more. So you want to give yourself time to arrive. That's really important. And then as you breathe, go ahead and lift the back knee. We're going to spin the heel to the floor. So the heels, right now, they're pretty much lined up with each other. That doesn't have to happen, but it might. And then pull the legs at each other as you start to walk your hands to the inside of the leg. Breathe in and out, lift the toes up, soften the toes down. Again, lift the toes, pulling the feet at each other, and then the toes can totally soften. And maybe you want to lift the heel. Okay, and then there's also the option that if you don't want to lift the heel, you've got the option to bend the elbows and just sink down a little more. Okay, so you just find the strategy that works the best for you. Walk the hands forward, back heel lift, step the foot forward, and then come on up. And I just like to stretch the arms up, my own dance, and let the arms come on down. So with that, just a quick little sequence. I want to invite you to stand the feet to the floor again, and just take a nice breath. Sitting tall, shoulders back, feel your feet. Thank your feet for the journey that they've brought you to, and the journey they're about to bring you to. It's a really exciting time. So that's a little bit of happy feet time for you. And if you like it, give it a thumbs up, let friends know, and I'll see you next time. Bye.